back, posted in the act. Got to hit the club, we've been mobbing all day. On some Jono, VIP stats. Look around the club, what do I say? Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snapping their fingers, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace, straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. Do what you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I get, the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can see him two.
Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't dead mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back to the track, back to the snap. 1, 2 step, then gotta lean back. Yeah, this is how we do it in the A-time.
and if you ain't know,
This is how it goes down.
hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. Off we go from South Philly. A good return as he takes it across the 30. To throw right away is Vic. Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Looking at that play, Mike, there's really no fault on the offense there. That's just an incredible read. read defensively from the get-go. This is a short, safer pass. They've talked all week. Let's get an early completion, settle in our quarterback. And what happens? The defender steps in front. He's able to make the pick. And that is the fast start this defense was hoping and talking about all week. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme?
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, New York. That his second TD catch of the season. The extra point is up and through. The Giants will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
To throw is Vick. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. Vick gonna look to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Vick. They'll look to set up the screen here. Good hustle by the defense to get the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That one's good for 26 yards.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver. Leads to a real nice run after catch and brings up 1st down.
He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And the Giants come up with it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself.
He gets free. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, New York. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So too soon, apparently, to worry about going for 2, even after the penalty. So this one will come from the 10. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready? Liking it. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Off the play fake. Here's Vic. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hello.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
A gain there of 27 yards. They'll come up here first and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready? 65 catch. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Up the middle they go. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. Now, Vic.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback just understanding on these early downs you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. They will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
Ready?
A run on first and goal. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, certainly has, Mike. And I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I have a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Now White. And he's open middle of the field. It is Carr. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down. So after one, 14-7 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10.
Timberwolves. Cowboy 80. That is.
White. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now.
To throw is White. Rolling right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are a little more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand. On that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Giants fill their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Shot. 70 Lions. Let's go.
On play action, it's Vic. That's going to be intercepted.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get. Like, you're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 10. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Throwing is Vic. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Like the
48-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. On the move left. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
19 Tiger. 65.
To the air. It's Vic. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Geno Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and when great awareness meets great scheme, all you need is great execution.
Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Back to throw. White. Forced out wide. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
Just seems like the quarterback and the wide receiver just aren't quite on the same page. That's a throw we've seen them make time and time again throughout the year, and on this one, just a little bit off.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing is White. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Throwing now, Vick. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Room to run at the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. To throw, here's Vick. He'll get this out to his running back. Huff running there, and the rest of he did not want to go down. And he picks up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Third and goal.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Here we go. Bronco at 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out left. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Travel start on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's White to throw. Moving outside the pocket, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, and leads to a big loss. I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Giants. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Vic gonna throw to start this drive. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. To throw is Vic. Checking it down, this one is caught. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one? Here's Vic. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Vic gonna look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10.
Back
to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season. No problem there on the extra point. And the Eagles will cut the deficit to 7. Much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's White. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. He'll look to throw. Headed left, buying time. Going up top. That's hard. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. It covers 51 yards.
A 51-yard gain.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be forced out of bounds. And with that, time has run out on this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Cougar 19, Cleveland City.
The third quarter begins with a run. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready up.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Now White. Moving to his right. Now a shot here, deep middle. Oh no, back over the middle. It's intercepted. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there, and more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards. Now, Vick. Quick throw here is complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Get up.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 19 lock. Ready.
To throw is White. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. a first down. Now give on the ground. I don't think it was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. White. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. The Giants sending out their punter. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
18 Cardinals. Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cowboy 80.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
The 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Throwing is Vic. Quick throw, taken in. Finding space at the 40. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
65. Bronco 80. Let's go. 6 Cowboy 80. Go.
Off the play fake. Here's Vic. Moving to his left. He'll air it out down the middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Viking 18. 18. Warriors 17. Ready.
To the air. It's Vic. This one complete right side. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. Throwing now, Vic. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game. And 18 now on the season. The extra point is good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Viking 18. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. White. His throw left side is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Ready. Set.
2nd down, they need 3.
At the 17-yard
Go.
line.
Set.
Here's White to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And he'll make this one in. Touchdown, Giants. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Giants go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jackson now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
And they're on the 21-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70. Let's go now. Unlock right.
Now a run on first down. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The PAT up and good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Connect. Let go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Throwing is White. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the air once more on second down. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the defense hands him up to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
19 targets, 19 targets.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll look to throw again. On the run to the right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Ready. Let's go.
Back to the air one more time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Big play coming up. This is third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Here we go.
With the fullback trying to power trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Unlock right. Unlock right. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Eagles. He has come alive after the break. His third touchdown of the second half. The extra point, up and good. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with second and long, third and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
They'll try to set up the screen here, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a minute.